so green they grow to the sky. The leaves and birds that live there are just learning to fly. There's so much life around here, it makes you feel so good. Now I know why God made such a beautiful world. There's water all around us. Let's swim with the fish in the pond. The pier goes down to the bottom. The bridge goes swinging beyond. There's so much life around here. It makes you feel so. Now I know why God made such a beautiful world. We can cross the bridge together when the bell starts to ring. Find shelter from the weather until the birds can sing. Canoes are by the water. Let's take one out and have fun. Watch out for mosquitoes and wear your hat in the sun. There's so much life around here. It makes you feel so good. Now I know why God made such a beautiful world. Now I know why God made such a beautiful world.
Hello and good morning. I am Georgia. I will be your platform assistant today. All righty. Can everybody stand? And we will sing Surely the Presence.
Surely the presence of God is in this place. I can feel God's mighty power and grace. I can feel the brush of angels' wings. I see glory on each face. Surely the presence of God is in this place. Surely the presence of God is in this place.
Please be seated. We will take this moment and we're going to celebrate the Christ within each of us, knowing we are divine expressions of God. We're going to do this by lighting our Christ candle. Alrighty, now we're going to say our mission statement together. We welcome all as we create loving community, teach universal truth, practice And give us an opening prayer, please.
And if you'll stand, please. And repeat after me. Great Spirit.
Great Spirit.
I am filled with the excitement.
I am filled with the excitement.
Knowing I am your expression.
Knowing I am your expression.
I express love in all that I do.
I express love in all that I do.
And it comes back in beautiful ways.
And it comes back in beautiful ways.
My heart, mind, and soul are full, and my body healthy and vibrant. I am grateful. And so it is. Amen. All right. You can sit down. All right. And let's do our opening prayer. Dear Spirit, we are open and ready to do what is ours to do, to share what is ours to share, with unlimited love, compassion, and grace. In faith, we move forward in confidence, knowing we are one. And so it is. Amen.
All righty, you get to stand up again and sing. We're going to sing I'm Choosing Heaven.
I'm choosing heaven today. I'm choosing heaven today. I am walking the road of heaven right now, singing I'm choosing heaven today. Love. I'm choosing love today. I'm choosing love today. I am walking the road of heaven right now, singing I'm choosing heaven today. Joy. I'm choosing joy today. I'm choosing joy today. I am walking the road of heaven right now, singing I'm choosing joy today. Peace. I'm choosing peace today. I'm choosing peace today. I am walking the road of heaven right now, singing I'm choosing peace today. Heaven. I'm choosing heaven today. I'm choosing heaven today. I am walking the road of heaven right now, singing I'm choosing heaven today. I am walking the road of heaven right now, singing I'm choosing heaven today.
Wow. Before you sit down, we are reintroducing the hugs and handshakes. If you don't want hugs and handshakes and stuff, sit down. That way, that's our signal. We won't try. Everybody else, have fun. Wasn't that fun? All righty. Got you all riled up, and now we're going to go into the daily word. The word of today is simplicity. I pause to appreciate life's simplest blessings. Today, I give thanks for the simplest blessings, the small things that bring a smile to my lips and warm feeling in my heart. A hug from a friend, a cuddle from a grandchild, or stroking the soft fur of a beloved pet fills my awareness with love. The sudden lift I get, seeing a favorite person's handwriting in the mail, or the thrill of spotting a rainbow after a cleansing rain shower, sparks lasting happiness in my heart. These things and more remind me that the true contentment is found in life's smallest moments. The everyday treasures that comprise daily life and draw me close to God. I focus on these simple blessings and grow in my gratitude for life's many gifts. Happy are the people to whom such blessings fall. Happy are the people whose God is the Lord. Psalm 144:15. All righty, you can stand up again. We're going to sing I Am.
I am made of the light that is the stars in the night, a perfect God since time began. I am one with the love that is in all of us. It's power in my hands. I am called by the voice that speaks of truth and joy, forever blessed where I stand. I
Please be seated. Do we have anybody who is here for the very first time? Go ahead and raise your hand, and our ushers will bring you a welcome packet. Nothing crazy, no standing up, no nothing crazy. We got one up here in the red shirt, Lisa, next to Mark. Any others? All righty. Welcome. It's joy to have you with us. All righty. And then we'll go ahead and prepare for meditation.
I breathe in, I breathe out, I take in, I give out, I let love breathe. No need to push, no need to try, no need to worry or question why. Surrender, let go, release, and know. Breathe, 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 breathe.
And let's close our eyes. Let's take a big inhale and exhale, letting everything go. Let's take a moment to go to soul center, taking a deep breath in, tapping into the light, and being in the space of that light. And on the exhale, allowing that light to flow through every cell and fiber of your being, illuminating all darkness. And let's take another deep breath in, merging with the light, tapping into the love of the Christ consciousness, holding that space of pure love, and exhaling that through your body and out into the world. And taking one more deep breath in, going to the love and the light, tapping into the peace and the silence. And exhaling that through your body and out into the world. And divine beloved, I am open. I open my mind and my thoughts, and I hear what you have to say to me. I know the presence within is strong, and I know that I should move forward in faith, knowing that in faith all my needs and desires are fulfilled. I open myself up to be an expression of the divine. And you can share with me now what is mine to do, what is mine to give. And without argument, I accept what I feel that you have said, that I have heard. And I will use that in my day experience. I move forward with faith, leaving fear behind, knowing you have cleared that path and paved the way. And all is well in my life, and all is well in my world. And so it is. Amen and amen. Okay, I'm going to take all of that, but applause for me. That was great. Thank you. All right. So, imagination is one of our 12 powers. Are you familiar with that? Unity has 12 powers. One of them is imagination. So I want you to take the power of imagination right now, and I want you to imagine you are a superhero. All right? And we're going to faith is my superpower. And that's what we're going to talk about, is using the power of faith. But imagine that you are utilizing that superpower within you. And faith is one of our most, I don't know, they're all important. It's one of the most important of all of the faith. All of the faith. Faith is important in faith. Faith is important for our ability to create and to manifest, because faith is not a tangible thing, but it brings tangible results. And as it being one of our superpowers, it is located right in the center of the brain. Like if I took from the center and went like down and where it would hit. That's where our faith power is located, all right? And that's where we see it, and we start to imagine, we start to believe it, and we start to feel it. But it is through faith that we move forward with our, what I'm going to call our hunches or our nudges that we get from our intuition. And we had a soul trusting workshop yesterday, and we talked a lot about faith and building that relationship with God, the universe, source, whatever you call it. So whatever it is that you want to call the name of that, and I use the term God, it's just easier for explaining. But, I said, I don't care if you want to call it the goddess of Zenobia, whatever however you connect to that power. We have to have faith in what we're getting. We have to start building that relationship with the divine. And when we get information, when we get a hunch, when we get a nudge, to move forward with it. Now, our problem can be is that we get the nudge, but then we make a plan on how it's supposed to happen. And I've said several times I'm like a bull in a china shop when I do that. I'm just knocking over everything. And in faith, it's not about knowing all of the details, because we don't know all of the details. And remember, in faith, if we've been given this hunch or this nudge from our higher self, it's coming from the divine. It's not just coming from our brain, I think I'll do that. It's coming from a greater power who, again, is expressing itself through us. We're that instrument. Now, we have free will, and we can do or not do, and that's fine. But if we want to do it, and it excites us, it's about moving forward with that, having the faith to know that this can happen. We don't have to know the details. We don't have to know everything that is going on or that's going to happen in order for this to happen. Because, again, Source is already clearing the path, paving the way, bringing whoever you need to you, bringing whatever it is that to help you move in that direction. And so faith is one of my favorite F words. All right? So faith that. Faith you, right? Let's put faith into our life. But what do we have to do with faith? We have to use it to overcome fear, because fear is so loud, it radiates through our entire body and makes us, we freeze. We go into this place, I can't move. And then we start, what if? Well, what if the most remarkable thing happens because you just trusted and you did and you let life unfold, right? And when you were 3 years old in your pretend time, you weren't thinking about, what if I grow up and I can't be what I want? You weren't concerned about that at all. You were just telling your mother you didn't want jelly on the peanut butter and jelly sandwich, right? But you lived in that moment and you enjoyed that energy as a child. But now it's like we're making a grocery list and we're like, okay, so what are we going to have? So what are we going to have? Getting all of the details. And how many of you ever really follow the meal plan after you go shopping? No, I don't feel like it. Where's the Tostinos? Let's put those in the oven instead. So but the thing is that we jump ahead. We time travel so much that we're looking at all of these other things that might happen or that might show up or that might interfere. So we just and we go like, okay, I can't do that right now. I got to wait for my kids to graduate high school and they're 4, And then by that time you have grandkids. Well, I want to be in the same state as my grandkids, so I can't go to the Bahamas because they're 4, And we don't have the faith to trust what we're being guided to do. And here's the thing. It is through faith and following that inner guidance that we grow, that we experience, that we have that wonderful opening up and that unfoldment. We are not going to unfold sitting at home and watching television all day. Okay? We're not going to unfold that way. We get lots of naps. But at the same time, your body's more tired because it's not doing anything. And then I know at one point I went in somebody's house and they threw the remote at the TV because they were upset at the news, because they were so focused on watching it, and that becomes their life and they become very absorbed in it. But we're afraid. We're afraid to move forward. We're afraid to take a chance or a risk. But here's the thing, is that how do we unfold if we don't take the risk and step into what we don't know? And our ego isn't against us. Our ego's in its mind trying to protect us. It's trying to keep us safe. It's trying to hold us in that safe place. But, a lot of times we're letting it hold us in prison. We're like bound. And sometimes it's like people are on this verge of this great growth. And they've started to create all of these wonderful things. And then panic comes in. And when I look at their energy, it's like, when a butterfly comes out of a cocoon. So it's like I've got all of these wings wanting to come out of a cocoon, and they've got it duct taped. Right? It's like, I can't show you my wings because what if you don't like them? And we have to be able to trust that what we're becoming, what we're shifting into, is something more beautiful than we were. We can't be less than we are. And we can't go backwards. And it's kind of like, I don't know, it's kind of like, falling down and getting back up and go, I'm okay. We course correct. Because we can take hold and we can make a mistake with what we're doing. But we can say, oh, that's not working, let's course correct, let's change. And it doesn't mean what we got was wrong. Also in our directions, and we were talking about it yesterday, it was a great conversation, but we were talking about yesterday that we're following on faith and we're trusting our intuition, and then other people behave inappropriately or not in alignment with what we were putting out. And then we start to say, oh, I must not have been doing the right thing. That's not it. We don't have control of what other people do, but the thing is, other people have this opportunity to be in our experience, and they have a choice in how they behave. But because we were moving in faith and we were moving in trust does not mean that we made a mistake. And we can learn something from that, and like in my case, it's taking a deep breath and not thinking that they're an idiot, right? It's my thing of saying, I see the God in you. I acknowledge the one in you. We are one. This person is doing the best that they can and what they know. Just like me, they're doing the best that they can. Just like me, because that's what I'm doing, the best that I can. And I'm not a know-it-all. I don't know everything because I haven't been there yet. And it's with our faith that we get there. And how many of you have said to someone in conversation, I want truth with a capital T? Anybody? I want to know the truth with a capital T. I want to know spiritual truth. I want to find it with a capital T. Well, to get to that truth with a capital T, you got to have faith with a capital F. All right? And it's allowing yourself to move in that direction and engage in the process. Now, our ego, that wonderful thing, is going to say, this is uncomfortable. I don't feel very good like this. And you go, right, it's not comfortable. It isn't comfortable. I don't like it either. But you know what? I've gone this far, and I'm going to keep going. And sometimes, again, the moment that we surrender, that we let go, the door opens, and everything marvelously works that we weren't expecting. But we can't accomplish anything without faith. Because, and it's like, when people tell you, well, do you know what you're doing? You might say, yeah, I know what I'm doing. And in my case, it's like, sometimes it's like, no, well, are you going to do it? But I'm going to do it anyway. I don't know, but God's going to tell me as I do it. So it's one of those kind of instances. So like 20-something years ago, I don't know, I have no track of time. I was 20 years younger, I don't know. But I kept getting through my meditation, and we had moved to Florida. We hadn't been there very long. I'd been there enough to meet 7 friends. I had 7 friends. But for this whole month in my meditations, it kept saying, you're going to start a group. You're going to start a group in September. The first Friday in September, you're going to have this group on Fridays. And I'm like, okay. But what, and that's all I knew. That's all I knew. And as it got closer, and I called the 7 people I knew, I'm doing something on the first Friday in September, but I don't know what it is. But you can come. And then like about the Sunday before that week, before that Friday, I was getting, you're going to watch TV, I think it was like on Sunday night at this time. Didn't tell me a channel, didn't tell me anything. We turned on the TV, and you know what was on? John Edward. So my husband and I are watching this, and we're going, you do that, I do that, I do that. And I'm like, do you think that's what I'm supposed to do on this group? And I got, well, hello. But see, here's the thing is I went ahead and I planned something even though I didn't know what I was going to do. And that group started with 7 people. And it built, and it was very successful for 20 years. Now, I'm not talking about when we do something of the financial success or the celebrity success or how other people acknowledge us. What I'm talking about is I didn't know, I only knew people. I didn't know what I was supposed to do with them, but I was told to do something. And I was told to call them and invite them. And I'm like, I guess we'll talk, if nothing else. But I didn't, I just trusted. Because that's what I learned to do as a child. I learned to trust that voice within me because that voice never, ever lied to me. So that's the thing is that the God voice within never lies to you. It's not going to say, well, I want you to go and start in a real estate business, but I am going to screw you over. Right? It's not like that. When it's guiding you to something that can take you to that next space, to that next place in your life. And it doesn't mean it's something that you're going to do forever. It might be for 3 weeks. It might be for you to get an aha or get the right teacher or whatever it is that you're needing to move forward. But we're so afraid of trusting because what if I'm crazy? What if I'm crazy? And I was on the radio one time, and somebody called in and said, well, what if she's really just crazy? And the guy said, how do you answer that? And I said, I don't know. I might be. It's just what I tell people is validated. I don't know. But I could be. But I don't know. That's up to you if I'm crazy or not. But it's like having that faith without that fear. And it's also knowing that, if you're going to move forward with something and you're concerned about repercussions or what other people are going to say, you can say, okay, God, we're going to go through this agreement. As I do this, my mother isn't going to chastise me once. Or God, as I do this, I'm going to get the support that I need. So you can put out what it is that you're needing in this process to do it. But here's the thing is we can get into this place of laying out the rules. Okay, God, this is going to be like this. It's going to be like this. And then it's kind of like, okay, that means you're really not going to do it, doesn't it? It means that you're setting the stage. It's kind of like somebody quits their job to be a writer. They want to be an author. They're going to write a great book. And they spend the first 6 months investigating stuff on the computer about how to publish a book. right? And then they spend a day organizing their office. And then they read how to write a book, and then but they don't write it. But here's the thing is if you're being nudged to do that, and you just sit down and say, okay, God, I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm going to trust what you tell me. I'm going to trust what you're giving me. And you start, now you might not start with the beginning or the end. You might start in the middle. And what I say is give yourself permission to write, 5 really bad sentences. Give yourself that place to start. Have that faith to move into that energy. If you want to write it with a pencil, start doodling, and just let it happen and say, where's this going? What do I want? What do I want to share? What do I have to share? And it's with anything. It's with anything. So if it's like wanting to buy a house, if it's starting a new job, if it's wanting to expand your spiritual growth, you have to have faith because you're only going to get what you know, which is limited because we don't know everything. And it's having a new experience that opens us up to have another experience, to have another experience, to have another experience. So if we're all in here sitting on the mountain or on the stage, we can go out and say, oh, that felt good. I'll get my fixed again next week, But we don't do anything else. Are we really growing? We're just making ourselves feel good in the moment. And you want to do something that raises your energy, that like, it does this to you and clears it out. Come to that drumming circle that they have, because that for me is stimulating. It's like, But so if you're wanting something to help sometimes kind of clear the energy and move, that can be a good thing, but don't look to the drumming circle to be your source. Am I making sense? Look within, because everything you need is within you. And faith is that superpower that takes us to that next place. And it is through faith, that's our affirmation for the week, it is through faith that all my desires are fulfilled. It is through faith that all my desires are fulfilled. So, I have faith in you. Namaste.
Alrighty. Wasn't that good? All right, we're going to gather our gifts for the church. Anything you have, anything you want to be. We're going to hold that faith that it's going to grow and it's going to go exactly where it needs to be. So we'll say together our offering prayer. Divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive.
Gratitude before me, gratitude behind me, gratitude to the left of me, gratitude to the right of me, gratitude above me, gratitude below me, gratitude within me, gratitude all around me. I'm so grateful. 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 Gratitude before me, gratitude behind me, gratitude to the left of me, gratitude to the right of me, gratitude above me, gratitude below me, gratitude within me, gratitude all around me. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful.
We made that song longer, guys. All right. If our ushers would bring the gifts forward, Reverend Sharon will bless them.
It is in faith that we give, knowing we will be replenished, and knowing that we feed our wonderful spiritual community to supply and provide all of God's resources. And we know that it doesn't belong to us, it belongs to Source. And we know we are taken care of, and we are grateful. So it is.
Okay. Do we have any children in the building? I know we have Greg. And I know we have my son. All right, but no other children? Okay, we were going to hold that space for children in Unity of Dayton. And we are going to go ahead and sing our children's, what's the song? Walking in the Light. You'd think I'd know it. I've only listened to it forever. Now, think of some children in your life, nieces, nephews, your children, grandchildren, and we are going to say our unity blessing for them. We love you. We bless you. We behold the Christ in you, and we love you just the way you are, one with God. Alrighty. Do we have any birthdays from the month of April? Nobody? One? No? Yes, we have one. Ha ha. Alrighty. Are you comfortable coming up so we can sing to you? I know it's your first time here. Alrighty. Well then, happy birthday. We're gonna sing to you while you're sitting down. Alrighty.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. And many more.
Woo! Alrighty. Listen close. There will be a quiz eventually. We've got our announcements coming up. Wednesday at 12:30, Reverend Sharon will start offering her class on spiritual weight loss. This is a weekly class where she's going to guide us through releasing negative beliefs, respecting your body, and settling into your true nature. It's going to start this Wednesday, May 3rd, and it's offered on a love offering basis. The next day at 11 a.m., so those are different times, keep that in mind. She's going to be offering a metaphysical Bible study, which is also going to be an ongoing class, I believe. Yes. All righty. So that's 2 things to do this week. And then on Saturday, we've got a third. We're going to have a class called Writing Your Soul's Bio. It's going to be from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. And it's also on a love offering basis. And it's to unleash your potential and discover the extraordinary within you. I think it sounds pretty exciting. And then we have a just for fun class. It's not so much of the big spiritual work. It's a tea leaf reading. It sounds fun. There's going to be tea, and you bring a snack to share, and it's just going to be a great time, I think. And you sign up for that one in the lobby because otherwise we're going to boil too much water. Or not enough. And someone's going to have iced tea. On June 3rd, we're going to have a booth at the Dayton Pride Festival. Scott Denman, raise your hand, Scott, is going to be organizing that. So there's a sign-up sheet in the lobby if you'd like to help. If you don't want to volunteer, you can stop by and say hi to us. We'll be out there. The very next weekend, you can also come say hi to us at the Yellow Springs Street Fair. Victoria, raise your hand. We'll be the one organizing that. There's also a sign up in the lobby for that. And then for 12 Fridays, starting June 2nd, so this is a little ways out, you can look at your calendar, at 10 a.m., Bob Coates, raise your hand, Bob, is going to be doing a transformative book study on The Artist's Way by Julia Cameron. There's a sign-up sheet in the lobby, and you can get the details to order the book in plenty of time. On Sunday, May 21st, we're going to have the gospel choir. You'll talk to Joy about that. Rehearsals are going to be Thursdays at 7, beginning this Thursday. So it's a really busy week for us here. Look at us, go us. And then Greg has a comment. It sounds great. They just put together an amazing show every time. All right, and then our last one is, remember, we have the blue envelopes in the back of the seats, so that you can use that to give a little extra whenever possible. That's all going to our building and driveway fund. And then remember to watch our weekly newsletter for updates and check your little bulletin for anything you haven't taken notes on thoroughly. All righty. Next up, we're going to stand. Last time. And we're going to sing Now the Peace on Earth. You can hold hands again if you would like. We'll say our prayer for protection. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well.
Thank you, Father, Mother, God. 1, 2, ready.
Here in this warm and weary land, many dream have died. Like a tree planted by the water, it never will run dry. So living water flowing through, God, we thirst for more of you. Fill our hearts and flood our souls with one desire, just to know you and to know your We